Okay, so budget my paycheck with me as a teacher that's about to not get paid for 2 full months. And if you are also a teacher that doesn't get paid for the full summer, because I know there are a lot of us out there, let me know how you handle it. Like, do you have a summer job? Do you just save for it? What? Okay, so the way it works in my district is we get 2 paychecks every month. So in June, we just got paid on Friday the 12th, and we will get our second paycheck the last day of school, which is like less than a week later. And that's going to give me $4,200 basically for the month of June as my take home pay. Now, that money covers my July rent and then some of my July expenses, but not my August rent or my September rent, and then not like some of my July expenses, all of my August expenses, and then some of my September expenses. Because typically I have bills due the beginning of September before we get our first paycheck on typically September 15th. So I have a summer sinking fund of $8,000, and I've been saving up both from my normal teacher paychecks as well as my second job. I do work at a restaurant during the school year, so some of that money goes into my summer sinking fund. And out of that $8,000, here's where I think it's going to go: $4,000 to rent and utilities for August and September, $2,500 to my like normal expenses. These are the things that don't really change that much, like my subscriptions, my food, my gym membership. Not that I go to the gym that much, but don't bring it up. And then I have $1,500 set aside for like extra expenses. So these are things like my miscellaneous expenses, shopping. I normally try and like buy some new clothes over the summer. I really want to get some new furniture in my apartment. The furniture I have now is anywhere from like 8 to probably 15 years old. This $8,000 in my summer sinking fund is money that is set aside specifically for this summer. It's not like an emergency savings that I'm taking out of. It's money I put in there all school year long, being like, okay, I know I'm not gonna have a paycheck in the summer. Here's my money. Now, like I said, I do have a second job at the restaurant. I don't know how much I'm gonna be working over the summer. It's not super busy because I do mostly events. But, and this is like crazy for me to say, I am now making good money for me at least, on social media. So I'm really hoping that I can like keep amping that up. And I do still have a couple paid partnerships that I've done all of the work for, and I'm just waiting to get paid out for. So I have to figure out what I think that money should go for. If you have any ideas, let me know. Obviously, I put like 40% directly into a tax sinking fund. Then I've been using the rest of my social media money after taxes to build up a travel sinking fund, a fun money account, some of my summer savings for next year, and then also like my personal investing. If you want to hear more about how I do finances, let me know. But I'm also curious, like, how do you do finances if you're a teacher that also doesn't get paid over the summer?